Hello fellow engineers and welcome back to InfraSpace. Now it's been a long time since we played this, but they've actually just released a new update that gives us new biomes and things, and unfortunately they're incompatible with our previous save. So we'll have to say goodbye to the Roadnado, goodbye to the vertical railway, goodbye to the strongest spaceport with propaganda advertising next to it, but hello to a new game. Oh, now there's actually a story. I never knew this about this game. So after a failed warp jump, your damaged spaceship is stranded in the galaxy. There's no communication, and we set on a nearby planet to try and get the resources and technology to repair your ship. Oh, that sort of makes sense now. So here we are, and first off, I'm seeing grass. Well, it's brown. Oh my god, is that? Oh, I thought that was water for a second. I thought it was like a poo river, but no, it's just more brown grass. Whoa, what is that? What is that? Anyway, so yeah, InfraSpace is looking a little bit different these days. Thankfully, we landed on a engineering-friendly planet because we have an arch. Blumenau, what is this over here? What is this? It's like a huge iridium, or oh, maybe that's like where a meteor crashed. I know all about iridium thanks to Planet Crafter. Anyway, we need to sort of think about where do we want our first base to be. Now, if I remember correctly, you sort of want to be near sulfur as well as iron. So maybe just here. Is that copper next? But yes. Yeah, so this is probably the spot for us. So first, oh man, we're back to the gravel roads. I'm used to the 12-lane super highways. I'm being restricted. Anyway, gravel road. Oh, not the grid. Not the grid. Turn that off straight away. Yeah, and then I'm thinking road straight down the middle. So that's going to take 4 concrete. I've got 400 concrete, so just 1% usage. So we'll plonk that there. Lovely. And then we've got to go down into this because these are our mining machines. So first off, we want to mine some sulfur. Let's shove 2 of those. 3 of those. We then need some sand mines. So I'm literally going to shove these right next to it. Because if I remember correctly, if we come into here, we can build a concrete factory. Oh, no, look. It's 2 sulfurs and 1 sand. So I'll just do 3 more sulfur things on this side. Oh, no. I've already got the warning that there's not enough work. Why do I always go so big? Anyway, we'll shove our concrete factory in there. That's going to get us loads and loads of efficiency bonuses. And then we've just got to power these things. So wind it is. And there we go. We are up and running. Now, unfortunately, that foundation might be at risk from the mine underneath. But I'm sure it'll be fine. I mean, I'm not sure those wires are located in the most sensible place either, looking at the blades. Can guarantee you an architect put that on the drawing. Anyway, you can see our trucks. They're leaving the sulfur mines. They're leaving the sand mines. And they're driving straight into the concrete factory, which this guy runs, who looks very, very cheerful. Ah, and look at that. We've started polluting the atmosphere. Because I don't want our workers to be homesick. So that will surely remind them of Earth. Anyway, if we click this button up here, spaceship, you can see this is us. This is what broke down. It doesn't look in the best nick, does it? Anyway, we can repair all different parts of this. And as we do, we get like different bonuses and things for the planet. I think that's probably the first one we'll be able to do because it takes concrete and steel. So I guess we need to work on steel next. But before that, we need more jobs. We need to attract more people. So as there's quite an expanse over there, I think I'm going to take a road. I'm just going to go straight over into it. And then we want to shove down some basic habitats. Now, of course, these need power as well. And you can see there, they also need oxygen. So thankfully, we can build an atmosphere processor, which needs concrete and steel. We got 80 steel already. We will have to start making that ourselves. But for now, we'll build those behind. So as the oxygen is ready... Oh, man, look how big that built. I never realized how big these were. Anyway, they come out in the hover trucks and they get delivered to the different residents, allowing them to breathe. But of course, we need a way for our new residents to actually get here from the ship. So if we come down to here, we can build a spaceport. So let's grab that. And then we will shove that there. And you can see there's already 10 immigrants ready to move in because our immigration rate is high. So hopefully we can just sort of keep an eye on this. I mean, I feel like I've built this a little bit close to the wind turbine. I hope the pilot actually sees that and doesn't try and come straight through it. Anyway, look, I've noticed a shadow. You know what that means? People are arriving in the spaceships. And then hopefully we should see them leave in the... G-Wagon, 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 G-Wagon. Matt and Paddy riding shotgun in the G-Wagon, G-Wagon, G-Wagon. Oh, have you guys missed this series? Oh, I have. So they arrive in the hover G-Wagons, go into there, and then that means this now has one person living there. So that oxygen, that's sort of got a rate that's being used up. So we've got to deliver that and obviously keep it above 0. Otherwise, people will move out because they can't breathe. And then we can upgrade these buildings to the next level. Can you see on the side there? There's a little 1. Yeah, that's because it's basically like where architects live. It's like the lowest of the low. But as we add more resources like water and survival food, if we fill up both of those, we level up to a level 2, and that will hold more people. Anyway, we now have a constant stream of G-Wagons. Absolutely love to see it. You can see down here in the stats, our housing, we've got room for 84 people. We've only got 36 jobs, so probably time to move on to the next step. And personally, I think we should try and head over this way to the iron ore, because we know we're going to need steel, but we will also need some iron as well. So we'll take this along there, go very close to that, and we can shove a couple of iron mines down. Oh, we can get 3 in there. Beautiful. Now, obviously, we've got to power these. If I click on this network, I can see how much power it's using. So we only need 8.2 megawatts. The wind turbine's creating 20, so we'll just pilfer some electricity and shove it there, which means they're all powered. They are now drilling the iron. We can look to make a steel plant. However, if we head up here into the research tree, you'll see steel production. It's trapped behind the steel mill. So we've got to get researching first. So we'll come down here. We can get the blue science pack factory. Now that turns iron ore and carbon into blue science. So if I shove that opposite, oh man, look at it, looks like blooming devil horns poking out the ground. I've seen that's just like a native plant. There's also like a lamp one over there. What is that? Anyway, so we need steel and we also need carbon, which is produced up here. I'll tell you what, I might produce this, I think, up there, because then we've got a straight route for the steel to come up, so that's all good. And then the carbon, look, it literally leaves and just goes straight into the blue. So you can see that's got loads of carbon in the storage now. We're just waiting on some iron, and they are making their way up the road like that. Nice, man. These roads are so slow. I'm used to like the super end game stuff. It's really weird starting this early on. Right, anyway, the iron is finally arriving at the research facility, which means this is now producing blue science packs. However, we can't do anything with those until we build one of these, a research lab for 30 concrete. So we'll build one of those up there in front of the windmill, select farming as our first research, and then yes, the research guys are leaving, heading over this way, and then bringing the research up to the research lab. I'm not going to lie, it's pretty impressive we made all of that out of just 30 concrete. But hooray, we've researched a simple farm. So next recipe, I reckon steel production sounds good to me, and then we'll start building some simple farms. Now they don't take any resource except 10 concrete to build, and they produce one survival food. And if you remember, we need the survival food to get these up to the next level. So I'm gonna wang a road across there. Oh wow, that's really not perpendicular. I can see why people like working to grids, if I'm honest. Anyway, and then we'll shove a few farms down. You can see electricity struggling a little bit. Now that's because our power pole is out of range. So I'm gonna go from that one. I'm gonna shove that there. Now also look, the steel mill is unlocked. Hooray! So we'll select our next research, which is going to be electronics. And then you may have noticed in here, can you see some of these have like a green icon? That means we need green science. So that should probably be the unlock after that. You can actually stack up all these. So I'll probably do home appliances, aluminium mining, and large buildings, because that all just takes blue science. So we'll leave that doing that for now. You can see the food is being made and delivered to my residents. So they now have survival food. They just need some water. Thankfully, we already have that unlocked, and a water to air filter is required. You can see it takes 12 concrete, but it literally just turns the air into water every 8 seconds. So grab a few of these, shove them down there. All right, that is those in. And you'll see now we've actually hit the point where our population, 84, is lower than the number of jobs we have, 85. So we've got 2 choices. We either wait for these to upgrade, because they will upgrade soon actually, and obviously that will add us more habitats. I mean, the other thing we can do, very big brain move this, literally just build some more. And you know what that means? People are arriving in there. G-Wagon, 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 G-Wagon. So we've got space for 138 workers now, which means we can continue expanding. Oh, look down here. We've got level 2 habitats. So they hold 10 people. They need home appliances to get the next upgrade. Also, we've just had a warning up here. Look, there's not enough power in network 2. We're going to have to add another wind turbine. And the way these work, if they're within range of another wind turbine, can you see that efficiency number? Like 0% efficiency. The wind is too close to each other, so they have thought about that. So what you want to do is get the orange area completely outside of the other one. So we'll shove one there, connect them together, and then suddenly our network has plenty of power. Meanwhile, planning for the future, I know I'm going to need a lot more concrete to build like better roads and things. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm just going to build a curved road around this, because then I can add some more sulfur mines. So basically I can do like that sort of thing, and then the sand ones which I need, they can go opposite. So we can do, what was it, 3 for 6? So if I do 3 on the outside, 6 sulfur mines on the inside, then they are all up and running. Although, whoops, we've got some sulfur in the middle of the road. This is why we build hover trucks, so we can just hover straight over those. Yeah, but nice. I think that's us future-proofed in terms of concrete. I've also put this storehouse in, so this just stores like all of our construction materials. So look, we got loads and loads of concrete, loads of steel. Although actually, we need to make some steel. That was just our original stockpile. So back over to this side, because look, our iron mines are actually full. We got 5 people literally not working because we can't store any more iron in there. She is very, very pleased about it. But not anymore, because I'm going to build a steel mill literally opposite. So if you're a delivery driver, you'll probably appreciate this location, because they will literally just come out there and go straight into the steel mill. And so the steel mill needs iron, carbon, and water. So hence, if we head up this way, you can see there's lots of traffic coming down. It might be worth building my own water and carbon facility down here, just so we don't get traffic issues. I think for now we'll leave it going though. We're still very, very early game. I don't need to worry about traffic too much. And also, we've just unlocked the green science pack factory. Now, in order to make green science, we need 4 electronics, 4 bits of sand, or that could be sulfur, one of them, and 3 blue sciences. So we need to work on the electronics first. Now, thankfully, because we researched this earlier, we can take the electronics factory, and that takes iron and copper and turns that into electronics. We've already unlocked the copper mine as well, so we've just got to find some copper on this map. Oh, and yeah, we've got some literally over here. So we've got copper there. We've also got iron here. So I could make here a separate little electronics factory. So let's get our roads in. Now, since we want to mine this, it's probably best to sort of wrap these around. So that's fully encased, so we can grab the iron mines, and we can do a bit of that. We do the same with the copper mines. All right, then with iron being produced there, copper being produced there, we can just merge them together so that as we build some copper factories along this road, you see the iron comes from over that side, the copper comes from over that side, and that is efficient engineering at its finest. However, we then need to get those electronics away. So if we come out, I don't know, like this end maybe, we can build a road over to there, which means electronics are now connected to our main factory, meaning we can then get some green science pack factories down. Now, I think first I'm going to build some blue ones. If I do like 2 maybe, and then a 3rd for the green, that should be good. We've run out of workers again. I think we'll build another habitat there, and then we might have to go do a separate road. Now, the trouble is, as you sort of increase your population and habitats, obviously you're going to need more resources to support that. Hence, I've done this sort of in strips, but it means, for example, I can easily just add a little bit more oxygen, a little bit more food production before adding another strip like that and placing more habitats down. To keep this neat as well, I might actually move my power poles to the outside. The trouble is though, will they reach into the middle if I were to delete those? Yeah, no, the middle's no good. Oh, that's so annoying. Okay, so we are just going to have to lose a strip of buildings down the middle, but I think that's looking pretty good. Oh man, look at that going. What is going on in there? So that's the water filter. So that is creating water literally out of the air. It's going mental inside. It's sort of made a Water-nado t-shirt coming soon. Oh yeah, bottom left, we're still struggling. We've got 227 jobs, 206 housing, only 154 population. Now, if we head over to this area, the immigration rate is still high. In order to keep that high, can you see the average average habitat level. And that means the level on these habitats. So either 2 or like these ones over here are 1. We need a 1.5. So half of them need to be 2, half of them need to be 1. So actually we can keep building without worrying about them not being upgraded. You can see housing now, 254. We've got more space than we do jobs. So we just got to be patient and wait for the G-Wagon G-Wagon G. Yeah, sorry, I'll try not to get too much. It's been months since I've been able to do it, so I'm fully taking advantage of it. Oh, and by the way, if you check out my Patreon page, you can get the Patreon exclusive G-Wagon merch. That's just one of the perks available to my Patrons. Anyway, the electronics factory is going well. Look, we've got 8 stored in there. Our green science pack factory, that's already got 40 stored up. So we are fully electrically compliant. I guess time to use them on the home appliances factory. So that takes electronics and just iron on its own. Makes home appliances, which we need, if you remember, to level up from the level 2 to the level 3 habitat. So it probably makes sense to come back over in this area. Try and get that in. So we need 2 electronics for every one of those. So if we're making 3 electronics there, tell you what, I'll build another one just to do some easy maths. So we got 4 there. If I just shove 2 of these down, then it should mean on this side all the electronics will get turned into home appliances, and on this side all the electronics will just stay as electronics. I sort of need like one-way roads in order to add some rules a bit easier. You can see that is some research I can unlock. So maybe we'll do that as our first sort of green science unlock. So stack that one up. Oh, and then we get concrete roads so we can make our roads a lot faster. Yeah, I'll do that afterwards as well. Oh, and then the cargo gondolas. Ooh, gondolas. So lots of resources are arriving at Mega Shop Inc. to create the home appliances. I can't really see what's going on in there, to be honest. I don't know if that's like just piles of computer chips. Always wondered. Looks like they only really make like washing machines and fridge freezers. But yeah, we got to deliver them to our people so they can level up. Oh, and there's our first one. So you can see he's heading along here. We can literally follow the arrows and see where he's going to go. Aha, so he's delivering to this lucky person. I hope you enjoy your new fridge or washing machine. Anyway, at the moment, I see no warning signs apart from this one. So the steel mill is struggling with carbon. Now, I would love to build a carbon processor, but that's trapped behind some research. So for now, I might just do another atmosphere processor. That will create oxygen that we're not going to need. But I feel like having one right next door should help speed things up here, because there'll be way less travel time for the carbon. Anyway, look, carbon is in that truck and it's gone straight in. So no more warning lights there. I'm determined to do this sort of efficiently compared to my last city. I feel like it's looking efficient already, to be honest. Anyway, we now have more population than jobs, which is very good. It means we can expand should we need to. We've just unlocked an aluminium mine as well. So shall we do some exploring? Try and find some aluminium. Where's that iron? We've got... What? We've got a hole. Whoa. Oh, that was actually cool. It allowed me to go through it. Whoa. Oh, I'm going to have to build a road through there. Oh, look down. There's loads of stuff going on this map. It's awesome. Got uranium up here. Methane down in the ditch. Oh, I'll tell you what. If I was aluminium, I probably would hide in a ditch. No, it's all just methane. Methane and weird looking plants. Ooh, look, over in this brown patch. Here is aluminium ore. Okay, so we got to get over there if we want aluminium. It's not too far from a base. I mean, it is actually quite far looking at that. But I like that. I think that's cool. We'll get over there at some point soon. Meanwhile, we've just unlocked parks. Now, I'm not sure if we need that for the next stage. But looking at these, we are not delivering enough home appliances. Like that one's, it's run out. Their fridge has run out. What are they going to do? This person, they got 0.1 of a washing machine left, and then it's gone forever. So these are working at 100% efficiency. I tell you what, I might just double up. If we add 4 more electronics and then 2 more of those, we've doubled up. Oh, and look, we've unlocked one-way roads. Hooray! So I think what I might do, I'll take this one-way gravel road, and then I will just replace these, because these don't need to be two-way. We want them to be one-way, so they just end up there. Same with this one. So 1, 2, 3. So basically everyone coming in, they can only go out that way, which means we're not going to get like traffic looping around this. What are you doing? Hang on, we got steel coming in along that. There shouldn't be steel coming from there. iron rather. It should all be coming from here. And I think we're at the stage then where we need to start thinking about districts. So we'll make that a district, this a district, down here a district, and then all of this area a district as well. All right, and then we just need some rules. So iron, you just go to yourself, iron, as well as carbon. I don't want you escaping. So sulfur, deliver to yourself, but also deliver to this one because the green science pack factory needs it. Carbon and oxygen, just deliver to yourself. I don't want you going down there anymore. Iron, just deliver to yourself. But everything else can be delivered. Okay, so I think that might work. Oh, and look at this. We've got the crystal mazes. So they are the level 3 habitat. They take 12 people. It is a nice habitat, isn't it, mate? And then to level up, we do need the park, but we also need computers as well. But I think that's probably one to work on next time. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed a brand new season of InfraSpace on a brand new planet with poo rivers that aren't actually poo and stuff. Quite excited just to play this again, to be honest, like from the start, because I've only ever played one map. I've only started the game once, so this feels quite new to me. Let me know in the comments what you think, though. If you want me to continue, I will. If you don't, then I won't. Simples. Peace, love, and efficient city layouts. Bye, guys.